Hello, true art believers, and welcome everyone. Welcome to today's live stream. You are watching the #1 live art streamer in the world. This is Pierson here, and you are watching. Well, I'm going to repeat myself. Actually, no. This is 200 days of drawing, and today is day 139, and we're going to keep it short and classy, short and sweet. Roughly around 35 minutes long, and hopefully we'll have a good drawing out of it. And I'm going to talk about the drawing process a little bit. I will also talk about, it's the day and all kinds of stuff in between. But before I begin, don't forget to smash the subscribe button. And thank you so much for those that did subscribe. Really do appreciate each and every one of you. You really make my day. Now let's begin the drawing show. Alrighty, I'm gonna put my time lapse on, and it's a simple, easy peasy day, dude. So it has been a day. Let me tell you, it has been a day. I am I have my coffee here. It's late. It's an evening coffee. Normally I don't really do this, but I did a late night live stream, and I woke up at 4. Surprisingly, I surprisingly woke up at 4. I didn't think it was possible. I didn't think it was possible to wake up at 4 after going to bed near like almost at 1, 12, 1, I don't know, whatever it was. But I did wake up, and I got all my stuff done, and then like around noon, I just started like crashing hard. I was just crashing hard. I don't know. Obviously it was the lack of sleep, but I started really getting fatigued, and I was just sitting in a chair, and I'm like, my head's tilting back, I'm nodding off, like, I'm nodding off. So today I don't think I'm gonna draw a mustache. Actually, I should just draw a mustache. I'm gonna keep it simple today. I don't want to think when I draw. I want it to be easy, organic, fluid. I just want it to kind of go with the motion. So I'm gonna do a recycle another cactus that I've already done before, but I'm gonna do a little bit different. We're gonna give the cactus a little boo-boo on his head, a little boo-boo. He's got a little bump. He was jumping on the bed, and we're gonna give little bitty nubby arms that are gonna be mistaken for another bump. So a little bitty nub arms, maybe. Right, and then we're just gonna keep it simple. We're just gonna do a simple little blocky mustache. Just a simple blocky mustache today. It's so stupid. I wasn't gonna do a mustache, and I was gonna do like my flat angular cactuses, but I still haven't figured out how to put a mustache on them. So yeah, so we're just gonna go with this. We're going with this today. So I woke up at 4. So this is my day. I woke up at 4. I think I may have hit the snooze button. I hit the snooze button, and then I woke up again at like 4:10, and I may have like stared at the mirror. It's all a blur. From 4 to 7, it's like a giant blur. So it was I was staring at the mirror, and then I eventually like went downstairs, and I do these like back oh gosh, I do these back exercises, right? And they're meant to like just kind of keep my back flexible. So I was doing some back exercises, and I do that for about 20-30 minutes because there's a lot of them. And then for about another 30 minutes, I just say, you know what? For the next 30 minutes after that is me drinking coffee for a little while. So I drink coffee for a little while, for about 30 minutes. Write in my diary, dear diary, This morning is the best morning ever. I had a dream. I had a dream. Diary. I had a dream. I had a diary. I had a no. I don't know where I'm going to go with this. Dear diary, I woke up tired, and then I had a dream about something that was important, but probably not important enough for me. Not important enough for me to remember or recall, and all that other stuff. I'm gonna make this. There we go. Deselect. I want to make him bigger. And so I wrote basically my diary, my journal is like a gratitude journal where I just kind of like say things. I write things down that I'm grateful for, like, and it's just like, simple stuff. Sometimes I'll be like, I'm happy for this coffee. Thank you, coffee, for making my for waking me up in the morning. You really put a smile on my face. Otherwise, my face would be in a on top of a pillowcase or something like that. And so, um, and then if that, I do exercise. I lift some heavy weights, man. I think the other day I did squats, and I uh, I did it. I mixed it up a bit. I mixed it up a bit. Ooh. So this is gonna be a little bit different. We're gonna do what I did last time, where we have the box envelop the cactus, as opposed to like the first 30 of them, where I was just doing like the other 30. I was doing like the I'm having a brain fart. I was doing the what you call it? Oh, the cactus pretty much took dominance over the actual shape. But this time I'm playing around with I'm playing around with that, and we're gonna have the this shape be larger than the cactus itself. Because I started that trend, and I'm gonna explore it a little bit further. What's funny though? You may think that's kind of like a silly thing to do. It's like a really simple thing to do, and don't get me wrong, it's a really simple thing to do. And it really doesn't mean much with the whole grand scheme of the drawing, but it's small tweaks like this that will make the drawing, that will progress the ideas further. We'll change it up, change the context. So like when I first started out, you saw that I was doing really light backgrounds, and now I'm doing very muted backgrounds and using the muted backgrounds and putting them on top with these abstract rectangular shapes where the cacti are on top. And doing that creates this really high contrast, which makes the cactus and the background pink color or background shape really pop, because you have that really dark monochromatic background. It's not even monochromatic. I just took like an orange tone and like dialed it back to like more of a gray. So it looks it's disgusting. It's not pretty. So that's what I'm doing. And it's just very simple stuff that don't mean much with regards to the drawing, like as a whole, but like through time, it will make through time, the more that I do of these, the more these drawings change, right? So that's what happens. The more these drawings change, they adapt, they become different. They become a completely different visual beast altogether. Um, so there's nothing that's what happens. Okay, I'm going to zoom in here. I'm going to use the eraser. I'm going to trim up some of this a little bit, just a little bit. We're going to trim it up. We're going to like trim it up to make it seem a little bit less straight, kind of make it feel like it created like a happy accident, like little not like that. That's, you know, it's like, so stuff like this. Maybe I'm going to use a hard edge eraser, so it's a little bit more. It's like semi-transparent. So I'm just playing around with that. There we go. Add a little bit of that. There we go. Okay, so I just scuffed it up a little bit, just ever so slightly, so it's not like straight edges anymore. And I used a hard edge and opaque eraser. The hard edge is actually like a pressure sensitive. It's a pressure sensitive brush. So like if I only, yeah, that's mustard right there. So it just makes it for a I don't know what it makes. It makes something. It really does make something. I don't know. I wish I had explanations for all these things. That's one of the things that I tend to struggle with my art is like you see all these like YouTubers or these streamers, they just know it. And like I know a lot, but because I know a lot, I feel more confused and more like lost than ever because there's this like phrase where like the more you know, the less you know. And that's what I feel like. Because I know quite a bit, but like I know so little. So like there's very few like stable like what do you call it? Constants in art. It's always fluctuating with like it's always fluctuating is what I'm trying to say. Like so there's never like any constants. Like the only constants I've encountered in art is like let's say in perspective. That's like the most constant I've encountered with art because it's like the most formulaic. Where it's like you create a vanishing point, you have a line of convergence, go to 4 lines of convergence go to that vanishing point, and then you make the front face, the side face, depending on what kind of depending on what perspective you're doing and so forth. But like with stuff like this, like what do you do? How do you make a cactus? How do you draw a cactus? Well, there's millions of ways to go about how to draw a cactus. And no one way is better than the other. You know, there's not one that is superior than the other. There's merely ways of doing it, right? So, like when I do this cactus with a mustache, this is just one way of doing it. And there's something nice about that. What I think I'm going to do this time is we're actually going to give this cactus like a black mustache. I think that's going to be funny. I was going to say like an expletive, like because I was so excited, but I didn't. I was, I think that's going to be. So I said funny. This is going to be funny, right? And so there's no. So this mustache is going to be. We're going to give this mustache a. I might just go with this. I think doing like a black mustache is going to be funnier because it's going to remind me of like one of those train bandits that you see in old movies, and like I want to, you can't catch me. Like they do that. That's what they do, but only that they're not saying it. It's in the subtitles, right? You can't catch me. Ah, man. Now let's go see the outline. You know what? I'll allow it. Deep inside me, deep inside, in my subconscious, I want to fix some of these little rough edges on the cactus here, where I'm kind of moving my mouse. But I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it because I'm cool with that. I'm cool that way. I'm cool. If you when you have to say you're cool, it means you're not cool. Like, come on, friends. Come on, guys. I'm super cool. Or for those that are in middle school or high school, um, don't. I don't know if this is still a thing, but back in the day, they'd like you'd have to like proclaim your coolness. You're like, come on, dude, I'm cool. And like, are you cool, dude? And like the reason why is like you're like trying to do some like dangerous thing or something. I don't know what you're doing. You're just doing it, right? You're doing a dangerous thing, I guess. And because you're doing that dangerous thing, you got to say, I'm cool, dude. And like, dude, I'm so cool. You're not cool, dude. Get out of here. Gosh, middle school is terrible, man. Middle schoolers are like the worst. You know, they can be harsh to people. For real, dude. They can be harsh. Like it was like the middle school is like the Wild West. No joke, man. And I imagine it's even worse because like there's like the I imagine it's worse because bullying has not only it's no longer relegated to just like the school. It's like it's gone viral. Like bullying could go viral, and I can't comprehend that. I wouldn't know. I imagine if I was in middle school now, I would be really not. I would not be very happy. You know, I would be probably really sad because um, I'm getting kind of emotional thinking about that. Like if I were in middle school now, as the awkward person I am, um, and 300 times weaker than I am now, um, I would I would be like I wouldn't even know because the bullying would not end at the end of the day. It just continue on online. Like you'd have a profile page or whatever, and people would just like harass you. And middle schoolers being like the worst in that regard, I can see it being just like an uncomfortable experience. I really can. I can't imagine it. That's probably the reason why there's so many campaigns for that. You know, like those like that stop bullying or something. But I don't know. I'm just saying like I was not a popular kid back in the day, and now if I were to if I imagine myself in today's context, gosh, that just this sounds terrifying. You know, if I think about it, we're like, oh no, don't want that. We want the layer mask on there. We want the layer mask. There we go. I imagine it would be pretty intense. It'd be one of those things you're like, whew, it'd be rough. No joke. It would be a rough time for young me. You know, I mean, it was rough. I mean, if I like think about it now, it was kind of rough for me in general. You know, it was awkward. I was just awkward looking. You know, still am. So, um, but if I think about it, I can't imagine it now with the with just like you know just the way that's just the way it is now. Things will never be the same. That's just the way it is. Oh yeah. But I can imagine it being. a really weird experience. I can see it, it can I can see kind of being a not a fun time for many people. And if I were to put myself in the shoes of this generation, you know, kind of being introduced to all this stuff, you know, I can see it be kind of rough, you know, because like when you're young, man, when you're younger, you have like infinite free time. You have so much free time. And with the internet, people and like people being when you're in middle school, right? When you're in middle school, like you're not comfortable in your own skin, man. You're was it what's the word? Like I'm taking too long on this one. There's a word for it. I just can't think of it at the moment. And when I do, I'll tell you. You're well, you're something, that's for sure. I don't know what it is. And it yeah, you're something all right. You're not you're what's the word? Gosh. Oh yeah, when you're younger, when you're in like middle school, a lot of us are we're kind of we can be kind of insecure, and when we're insecure, we project some of those insecurities on other people, and we use that to kind of make ourselves feel better, right? And it's not a bad or good thing, right? All like when you're at that time, a lot of at that age, you're trying to you're trying to establish your own like establish yourself as a individual, I guess. And maybe you have like maybe you're in like a position like a in a home that isn't the most conducive. Maybe it's your living situation that isn't the greatest, so you might be lashing out to someone who is probably like more insecure than you are at like at school. I guess that might be if we're going to try to get like psychological about it, and that might yeah. So like there's lots of things that could be a factor to that. I'm taking way too long. I like that. Let's do this. I'm gonna put some like right here, maybe a little bit right here. And what I like to do this little thing where I put some on the edge. Maybe do like a more pink and do so we have pink here. I'm gonna do like a little bit of green because we have pink, and I'm gonna do a little bit of green. Ooh, that's so pretty. Look at that. We're gonna do a little bit of green right here, a little dark green. So what I'm doing is I'm using the complementary colors of pink, using the color wheel to my advantage. So we have that little like green there. That's kind of pretty. I like that. We'll leave it as is. Now we're gonna do the sand. Hopefully the sand will take no time at all, but we'll see. You know, we're gonna see. We're gonna see because I'm taking a little longer than I need to. By the way, if you have not yet done so, please subscribe to my Twitch or YouTube channel, whichever area you are watching. It would be greatly appreciated. I do draw live every day, and I am getting ready to host a an art giveaway. It's probably going to happen sometime by Sunday. I'm thinking by Sunday I will have it ready to go. I was going to do it today, but I just got distracted with like life. So I got distracted and decided to. I just got a little distracted and just didn't do it. Just didn't set up the live stream or set up the landing page. So real soon I'm going to be having a an art giveaway, just to say just as a way of saying thanks for all the people that like subscribe to my channel and to you know, to celebrate my very small milestone of getting 100 followers on YouTube. And I have some other milestones. Some of the other milestones is when I get 1,000 followers on Instagram, I'm gonna have another live art giveaway. If I do another, what's happening here? Stop this. What's this do? Always use pressure for size. So if I hit some more landmarks, milestones, one of them would be like get 100 Twitch followers, get 250 YouTube followers. So once I get to the 250, and then after that, it's just going to keep on getting, the more and more followers I get, the people that subscribe and watch my live stream, the more I can do interesting stuff with this. So right now I'm just doing cactuses because it's just a simple thing to kind of start and do, you know. So we got my, I think that's it. Let's go back to the sand and do one more thing. What's yellow? We're going to get some blue here, and we'll do like a dark blue cast shadow. It's a little dark. Oops, a little bit of blue there. So I'm using, this is a new thing I've been doing, is I've been using complementary colors for the shadows. So like I used yellow for the sand, and now I've been moving the color wheel to the blue area, put a little bit of blue there. So if you look, it's like a dark, it's like a navy blue right there. So that's a simple little trick that I've been playing around with, that I've been enjoying the outcomes, right? There's no right or wrong way of doing shadow, but this is a way to make an, well, there is a right or wrong. No, there's not a right or wrong way, but like apparently some people, if you you can't just always up the white and dark area in your shadow. You got to add a little bit of color in there. And so that's my way of that's like a simple, easy way of doing shadow. Now what I want to do. Okay, there we go. I was just locking some layers. Just doing a little bit of layer locking. Oh, no, 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 no. Doing a little bit of layer locking. Just doing a little core shadow here. Maybe do like put a little core shadow here. And we're going to do a core shadow right here. Maybe a little bit darker. A little core shadow right here. Give that thing a core shadow. Now, let's go and work on the mustache real quick. We're going to get that texture. We're going to go a layer on top. Get the texture brush here. We're just going to zoom in real quick. Take that like tone here. We're just going to use this texture brush to kind of, I'll give it a little bit of a nice little like texture that kind of matches with the rest of the brush, rest of the cactus here. And we're just gonna, you know, what color? Maybe it's like a dark green. You know, maybe it's a dark green mustache. All right, do something like this. All right, I'm gonna take a break from the mustache. I just wanted to have to have the mustache there, and now we're gonna work on the actual cactus this time. Oh no, what's that? Oh no, erase that. Oh there, erase that. There we go. There we go. Now we're on the cactus. We're gonna do another layer. We're gonna zoom out real quick. Zoom. connect this. Yeah, I'm going overtime because I've been talking. I don't mean to do this. It just kind of happens. So what we're gonna do is just kind of do a bunch of like what is what is essentially a color tab where I'm just doing color test and testing the color and then using my, there we go, something like this. Okay, there we go. Just playing around here. I'm trying to get like a decent like light to dark transitional tone. So that's why I'm kind of fiddling around here for. That's why I'm doing all this like color testing over and over again. So I'm trying to figure out whether I want those arms to kind of be there or not. I don't know. It's all like I'm always like playing around with the texture. Like even though I've had a lot of experience using this specific brush, like I feel like I'm just barely getting, I'm just like kind of getting to know it, you know? Like I'm not entirely comfortable with it yet. And it's going to take me, it's sad, I'm sad to say it, but it's probably going to take me the entire like 100 200 the 100 days to 200 days of drawing to actually like get accustomed to it. I am excited though to see where like what happens within between for the next with these these new drawings are going to be putting out pretty soon. Like what's going to happen here? Am I going to keep doing mustaches? I can see myself doing more mustaches here. I'm having kind of fun with the idea, you know. It's entertaining to me. You know, I'm having fun with it. It's not boring. What's really interesting is though the other last night I did I did this live stream drawing cactus and I just wasn't feeling it. And then the funny thing was I looked at it today and I was like, you know what? That actually turned out pretty well. There was some struggling happening. There were some struggles that was happening with it, but it did turn out pretty well. I wasn't displeased with the outcome, you know? Wasn't displeased with the outcome. And it was Yeah, I was quite happy with it. It's just interesting when you come and look at the drawing with like a new set of eyes. Like I didn't look at it, and I was when I'm drawing that late, and when everyone, if this goes with anything really. So when you're drawing or you're doing like a activity that you love doing, and you're particularly sleepy, or you might be tired that day, right? Or not, you don't even have to be tired, just like fatigued, and you're doing the action that you've done over and over again. Um, you might find that you're when you're tired, you can be particularly like what is it? You can be overly picky over it, right? You can be like be overly critical of something, and I was being overly critical of the drawing, even though it wasn't bad. It was turned out pretty well, and I was quite pleased later on when I looked at it with a brand new set of eyes. So that was a nice little surprise. I think what helped was like the decisions I was doing last night, I thought were like the worst decisions ever. I was like, this doesn't seem right, like using these colors. And I look at them today and I was like, what the heck? Why was I thinking that last night? Why was I thinking those decisions? Why was I thinking that those were the wrong like drawing moves to take? And that's what really is. That's what drawing is, everyone. Is it's drawing is a series of decisions that can either move the drawing forward and make it better or move the drawing back and make it worse. Now, the question is you need to know why like you need to know why you make those decisions. It's almost kind of like that it's almost kind of like the movie The Matrix, like you've already made the decision. Now you got to know why, right? It's in a most like a metaphor, symbolic in the most symbolic of ways, right? It's you have to you already know you've already made that drawing decision. Now you kind of have to understand why why you made that. But in essence, you got to understand why what it makes it why is it bad or what is making it not look the way that you want it to look. And that's why you see me drawing cactuses and because I'm gonna be quite honest with you. This is not how I typically draw. This is not what I do. This is not my drawing style. Like if there is a style, um, you know. And when you saw me draw on charcoal, like I think that was the closest you people who were watching. That's the closest to like my drawing style. But it's not a good. It doesn't give you a clear picture because the drawing itself. I never got any of my drawings finished. They were always incomplete. Like the one behind me, that one's not even finished. I've been trying to finish that for like since day 99. That's day 99 out of 100 days of drawing, and this is day 139. So it's been a long time since. There we go. So I do these drawings because I don't know the particular outcome. This looks nice, dude. Ah, it's so nice. It's looking good. It's just working. And probably I might be in a better temperament than I was yesterday, you know. And I hate to say like emotion is is my driving force to my drawing, but you know, I think all of us are victim to that to some extent. Some people are able to perform when bad things are when there's bad things happening in the day, or some people are able to perform better uh, than others under certain emotional um, I guess maybe like baggage, if that makes any sense, under certain emotional circumstances, maybe. Anyways, I think I'm gonna give him some highlights. But yeah, so this is not that bad. I'm think I'm getting the hang of it. I say that now, and then all of a sudden I try to do something, and then like it like bombs, right? Just like I just totally like uh, um, yeah. So I think that's it. I think I'm not gonna really go. Maybe I'll do a little bit. Maybe I'll do something like this where I'll add like a little bit of a color underneath, like a very. And now we're gonna do like a dark. I'm doing like a dark. So this is where I'm gonna fall kind of. It's gonna kind of crumble a little bit because I'm going a little too micro for my liking. So micro I mean is I'm going into details that really don't matter. And with this type of drawing style, I don't know what I'm struggling with for these particular drawings with this mustache type of drawing with these mustache drawings is like how much detail do I provide? Do I provide like contour lines like this one right here? Do I give like a contour line that kind of go around my mustache a little bit so that there's like separation between the cactus and the mustache? Hey there. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's got a mustache. You know what'd be cool? Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. If you like watching this stuff, don't be shy and hit the subscribe button. I am going to be having an art giveaway real soon, so I'm not trying to push anything. No pressure. It's not going to hurt my feelings at all. Whoops! I zoomed out. I got to get out of this full screen mode here. There we go. Whoops. There we go. Oh, stop it. So I have two. I only have one screen when I'm doing this drawing, and I can't be in full screen mode when I'm drawing, or else I don't see what's happening in the stream in my stream provider. And I think what I'm gonna do is do something. I haven't done this, so let's just use a high saturated white. It's a little bit kind of maybe this. I don't like the high saturated white, but I will try like a light green maybe. Now put a little bit of light green here. Just a little bit light green, and we'll call it a day. Maybe a little bit of light green right here. Maybe a little light green right here. All right, I think that's it. Now, and one more thing. I'm just like getting like nitpicky now. What if I have like a little straight hair? Nope, nope, can't even see it. Nope, nope, nope. You can't even see the straight hair, so why even bother, right? This is where I'm getting lost in the details, and you would think like there's no details to this. It's just like a bunch of like textury like scumbling. Okay, that's it. We got our little mustache here. What if we do? Should I leave the eyes? Gosh. Mm, perhaps not. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put some thorns on it and call it a day. We're gonna zoom out here, zoom out, And we're going to get this dark green here. Actually, I forgot a few things. Don't mind me. I'm going to do one more thing. So I get this green here, get a little green, and I'm going to put a little bit of the pink in the shadow. No, not with that. Not with that brush though. A little bit of the pink in the shadow. So a little bit of pink right here. And maybe not like that. A little bit of pink in the shadow here. Just a little bit. Okay, a little bit of pink in the shadow. Right here. A little bit of pink in the shadow right here. Just a little bit. And we're just kind of, just a little bit, not a lot. I'm going to do the same thing here on this cast shadow here. Just a little bit of pink right there. Some pink in this, a little bit right here. And then the same goes here. Just some right here, right here, right here, and a little bit right here. So what that does is it kind of blends the background with the foreground a little bit. And then it's nothing too like fancy. As a matter of fact, I could have spent a little bit more time on it, but I decided not to because, well, I'm running low on time here, and I just kind of wanted to get this drawing completed. So we're gonna go to my favorite 10 pixel for the thorns here, and I don't really know what I'm gonna do with the thorns. Maybe just do random ones this time. Let's do some random like random angle ones purposely, like just like this one's gonna be a little bit different, where normally I have them kind of more uniform, but I'm gonna be moving around. I'm kind of zigzagging, but each one's gonna have more a different angle thorn, and it's not gonna have a lot, just like a little bit here and there. This really random. Gosh, it's taken me 18 more minutes more. It's taken 18 more minutes 18 minutes more than normal. And that just happens. I've been trying to get these done in 30 minutes, but like when I start doing this thing where I'm putting like mustaches and I'm doing more like detail, like I'm playing around more with the texture brush and adding more like gradients. It's tacking on an extra, it's tacking on some time that I'm not really anticipating, or I know it's going to happen, but I just don't know how much time it's going to add to the outcome. So like what was supposed to be 30 minutes ended up being almost an hour. But that's cool, I'm sure some people that are not too happy about that. Yeah, the eyes, yeah, the eyes looked weird. I'm going to not do that just yet. I'm not quite set on putting eyes yet. I will be putting eyes more in the future. I think that's going to happen. Um, I'm just not comfortable yet. It's like it feels awkward to do it. So like maybe after I've done more of the mustache drawings with cactus with mustaches, I will I'll put some eyes in there as like I'll do like one that has a set of eyes. It looks kind of like I've done one in the past. but I didn't like how it turned out. Alrighty, so this one's going to be different. We're going to put the signature on the left side here because I don't have any room on the right side. And it's going to be P21. I think it's going to be P21. I think that's what's going to happen. And it's going to be, let's see, I got to look under my tablet because it has my calendar underneath it. 139. So that's going to be 139. Are we sure? Are we sure? Are we really at 9 pixels? Seems a little large. Out of 200. Yeah. And there we go, friends. Look at that. That is one nice looking cactus. Turned out pretty good. I'm pretty I think I'm gonna veer away from doing like these green mustaches, and I'm gonna do more mustaches. I'm gonna move my little camera here. I'm gonna do more mustaches that are just like, you know, standard, like a black little like evil guy mustache. So that's it for the day. I just want to say thank you very much. And one more thing before I go. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Please, 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 and thank you. I really do appreciate it. And the reason why you may want to subscribe is because you'll be notified when I have art giveaways, and I'm gonna be having an art giveaway really soon from now, and you won't know unless you're following me on one of my platforms. So either Instagram, not Facebook right now, Twitter, Twitch, and or YouTube. So that's the only way to find out whether or not I'm actually having an art giveaway. And once I have it up and ready, I will announce it to everyone, and anyone that wants to enter for the opportunity to win a free art print, that will be an option for everyone that is willing, wanting to enter the competition, or the contest, really. And that's to say thank you for watching and supporting me and all that fun jazz. But it's just going to get more from here. So, like, as I said, once I hit some milestones on some of these social media platforms, the more I'm going to give. I'm not going to give like an art print every time another person subscribes or follows. That's gonna, I'd be broke. What do you take me for, Mr. Beast? Anyways, I got to get going. I really do wish you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Pierson out.